Let's bring on our experts now. Ashley McGuire is a senior fellow with the Catholic Association, and Kurt Martins is a professor at the Catholic University of America's School of Canon Law. Great to have both of you here. Kurt, this is one of the oldest and most mysterious processes in the world, but there are things we do know. And one of the first orders of business today, after those big doors were closed and sealed, was the selection of 9 cardinals, randomly selected, 3 to count the votes, 3 to double check and oversee the counting, and 3 just in case somebody gets sick.
That's right. So, and actually, the three that are selected for someone who is sick may be used tomorrow, because the rumor was that one of the cardinals was too sick to be constantly in the Sistine Chapel, and he would stay in his room. So that means those 3 would have to go over to Santa Marta with a ballot box and a ballot, have the cardinal fill it out, put it in there, come back to the Sistine Chapel. That ballot will have to be mixed with the ballots that were cast in the Sistine Chapel to make sure that they're all together. And then the 3 others and the 6 others come into play to check the ballots. So if you thought that tonight was a long wait until tomorrow and the next day.
Do we know why the cardinal's sick? What's wrong with him?
He was sick. He almost didn't come to the conclave. You saw him walk in today with a cane, and he didn't look very healthy. So I can understand that someone is not capable enough to come to the chapel to vote.
Ashley, the first vote just happened a few hours ago, actually a little bit later than folks expected. It was about 9 p.m. In Rome when we finally saw the black smoke coming out. The cardinals have all now retired for the night. What are they doing tonight? Are any of them meeting or talking about the vote tomorrow?
Well, they probably had a very late dinner, one that they were probably very eagerly waiting. I mean, Rome time, 6 o'clock, the doors were shut. They listened to a meditation, and then they had their first vote, which if we have 133 votes that have to be cast, and each one of those votes, it's not just a simple click of a button. They have to walk in. It's a liturgical act. They make yet another sort of oath and cast their ballot, and then the votes have to be counted in a very specific way. So it was a long night for them. My guess is most of them are pretty tired. But sure, I mean, they're going to be talking amongst themselves, and they're going to be convening again in the morning for the first of what's probably going to be, we know 2 votes in the morning, unless we have somebody with the first vote, and then another 1 to 2 in the afternoon. Cardinal
John Dolan of New York said he tells everybody, all the fellow cardinals, to bring a book because there is a lot of downtime. He by the way, brought with him the biography of Michelangelo. He said he also packed 12 packets of peanut butter because in his opinion, the food is not that good, which seems somehow sacrilegious what to say if you're in Rome. He says he brought 4 days worth of peanut butter packets, a sign he says this conclave is going to last longer than the last one.
Well, Colonel Dolan is not wrong. The food actually in Santa Marta isn't that great. I'd rather go to a nice Roman restaurant than go to Santa Marta. But there is a lot of silence in the Sistine Chapel. There is a lot of downtime. So when each cardinal has filled out his ballot, they have to come with the ballot in their hand forward to the altar, put it there on a kind of paten, and then slide it in the ballot box.
Yeah, and one by one, which takes a long time.
One by one. So that's why it takes so much time. There are 133 who have to process down. We can do that faster, probably, but you're talking about middle-aged and a little bit older men who have to walk down. So it's not going to go that fast. When I was watching this afternoon the swearing of the oath, it took forever.
Ashley, many of these cardinals are new to the conclave. They're from far-flung countries. They haven't even met before this whole process. Here's how the New York Times described the past few days for all these new cardinals. So many unfamiliar faces, cardinals wearing name tags, and daily Vatican meetings that have taken on the feel of theological speed dating sessions as they all get to know each other.
No, and I mean, there's even talk about them having a booklet with each other's bios in it. And you're absolutely right. I mean, this is the most geographically diverse group of cardinals in the history of the church. This is something that Pope Francis made good on. I was there in 2013 when he stepped out on that balcony and he said, I want to go to the peripheries, to the ends of the earth. That's absolutely what he did when he appointed cardinals from parts of the world that never had cardinals. Now they're all here together for the first time. They don't know each other very well, and it certainly adds an element of unpredictability to things, and we'll see.
Unpredictability, and to many observers, perhaps a touch of chaos as they all try and, it's hard to have a voting block if you're all just meeting, for example. Ashley and Kurt, thank you both so much. I really appreciate it. This process will continue tomorrow morning.